Are you kidding me? The guy asked for something spooky.
Is it a gun that sucks balls?
I'm the farting demon in this relationship.
I'd be an awesome rich person.
You're both just an embarrassment.
God, I'm awesome.
We're talking Tom Hanks and his vehicle.
Yeah, I had my finger in my mouth waiting for you to finish.
You gotta get 4 balls or something?
Like dick piercings?
No, you know damn well I'm fucking that demon.
Still sexy. How could that be close and not be
Yeah,
right?
just kill some random dude.
Hey everyone, and welcome to Plotty Time, the podcast where we three gamers discuss video game stories in detail, all the necessary and appropriate backlash. On one side of the table, we have Chump Slap.
You know something? This is like the luck of the Irish, only I'm not Irish, so you figure it out.
The other side of the table is Dr. Syintist.
Let's be honest, I could open a bakery with all these muffin tops.
My name is Poppascotch, and as I always say, fuck you, Jonesy. Your mom just liked my Instagram post from 2 years ago in Puerto Vallarta. Tell her I'll put my swim trunks on for her anytime she likes. Welcome to Plotty Time. So this week, let's get it right into it. We got places to be. The Super Bowl's on. I don't think any of us.
I can't believe that team won.
Yeah, can you believe that the
Insert team.
won that game? That was nuts.
Yeah, especially when the insert score.
It was a nail biter for sure, or a blow. Wait, it was a blowout for sure.
That's either too long or.
Wait, guys, shut up. Let me get a clean one. It was a nail biter for sure, eh?
Oh, wow.
Turned
Man,
into
what a
Canadian.
blowout.
Oh, man, that flag at the last play.
Yeah,
Ooh.
I can't believe
Yeah.
they did that. Going to be controversy for the rest of time.
I
don't even know who's in the Super Bowl this year.
The ref,
Yeah.
the Bengals, and the Rams.
Oh, that's right.
The fucking Rams left St. Louis and pissed off their entire fan base, then made the Super Bowl like the first year. Or was this the second year they were in LA?
It's all scripted. Who knows?
Well,
So-
Bengals.
I thought they were in Las Vegas. That's the
No, it's
Raiders. Okay.
That's the previous LA went to Vegas.
Oh,
You know nothing about
this has
nothing.
gotten too much basketball for me.
How about that halftime show?
Could be
Here's an
baller.
honest question. When was the last time, or have you ever cared about professional basketball?
What do you define care about? I mean, I've watched it a couple of
kind
times.
of follow it, watch it a little bit, know what teams are good or
probably
bad.
15 years ago when the Kings were decent.
When Alonzo Mourning was on the
No, it's even
Hornets.
Okay, so you guys are just like me, basically NBA Jam Tournament Edition was the peak of you caring about
exactly.
basketball. Yeah, no, same here. That's why, side note, you guys should watch that Chicago Bulls documentary, because that takes place all in that time.
Oh, yeah.
So you know who all the people are from NBA Jam Tournament Edition. It's pretty great. But anyway,
I think I stopped caring after the Dream Team.
98?
well, they talk about the Dream Team selection in there and how basically Isaiah Thomas was one of the best players in the world, and they're like, we don't want him on his team. 'Cause
Yeah,
he's an
nobody
asshole.
liked him.
They all fucking hated him. It was great. It was like in Field of Dreams when they're like, Ty Cobb keeps asking us to play, but none of us could stand the son of a bitch in real life. Man, what a movie. Anyway, Dr. Syintist.
Yeah.
What are you playing, watching, doing? What's going on with you?
What am I watching? Well, I watched WandaVision again. Because
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Did you notice anything different this time?
I paid attention a little bit more.
What?
I mean, it's just as good. Still the best show they had.
Out of the ones that they've released, I think you're correct.
Well, Loki might
I
be
really
better.
liked WandaVision.
They're both really good, Loki. But I watched it because the new Doctor Strange has her in, and I was like, I'll watch it again before the Doctor Strange show comes out. Which might be soon. March.
This motherfucker majors in Marvel movies.
He sure does. He sure does.
Hey, you pay me to be the resident expert on Plotty Time for the Marvel movies.
Yeah, and we got to talk about that. He gets too much money for that.
Yeah. You
Well,
do need to
it's not my fault.
renegotiate
That's Disney money.
No, it's Disney. What is it's like in Swingers? At least it's Disney.
Yeah.
And he's dressing up as Goofy at the park.
Yeah, that's right. That's good. I also watched this show called Silent Sea, which is on Netflix. It's about these people that go to Mars. No, the moon. And there's like, they try and find water there, and they get there and everybody's dead, and like half the place is flooded and all kinds of stuff.
So they found water.
Well, they found lunar water, they call
Found
it.
liquid.
Yes,
Okay.
It's a show.
It's like a mini show. It's only like 8 episodes long. But it was decent.
Okay.
Some cool science fiction stuff goes on.
Nice. I do like space shit.
Yeah. I also watched Welcome to Raccoon City.
Is that the show?
I got to hear what you think.
Garbage.
Yeah, I really thought it. I thought it catered too much to the game crowd. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, if you didn't watch the game, if you didn't play the game or know the game stories, you'd probably be lost for 90% of that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, but at the same time, if you played the games and know the story, it's not satisfying at all.
No, because
Because it's the same thing. You know exactly what's going to happen.
Yeah.
There's no surprises.
like when Birkin was there and he's like, oh, well, he turns into a big guy with an eye in his arm.
Yeah, like we knew this from the beginning.
Yeah.
Oh, exactly the same.
Yeah. It mixes 1 and 2.
Okay.
Yeah, it's 95% exactly. It's like the big story beats.
I like some of those actors that were in it, and it was kind of just, disappointing.
I know. Same here. Same here. Fucking Derry from Letterkenny was the helicopter pilot.
You know what? It looks like he would be in Letterkenny, now that you say it.
I get. Yeah. But he was in it, and he was okay, but everyone was just
Kaya
okay.
Scodelario is usually pretty good, but I didn't think she was great as Claire.
No, it's weird to have, like, all the games were either Claire or Chris. It's weird to have them together, and
Yeah.
it's also really weird how, like, no one respects Claire at all.
It's not really
Like,
that
as a
weird 'cause
person?
She's just randomly there. I also saw this movie called Countdown, where if you download this app, it tells you how long you have to live. And if you
Sounds like something I'd watch.
and if you
Yeah, it sounds, yeah.
did
Yeah.
you watch it?
I don't think so.
And and if you try and change it, they kill you anyway at the same time. It wasn't very good, but I downloaded the app and I got 38 years to live, motherfuckers.
Nice.
Really? What's the app
Yeah.
called?
Countdown.
I'm afraid to look.
I don't know what kind of technology they got going on there.
Yeah,
we don't even know.
Seriously.
Actually, I figured it out, and I'm going to die on Valentine's Day 2060. So,
Nice.
That's pretty neat.
yeah,
Hopefully you're getting laid.
I'll be 80 years old.
Hopefully.
That'll be pretty cool.
It's so, that's a way to die, though, when you're 80.
Yeah. I mean, I'm kind of disappointed I'm going to live that long, but
You get to see some cool advancements in technology.
I'll get to see the second Trump presidency.
And the third.
And the fourth. All 9 more.
Yeah, but download the app and see how long you're going to live.
All right.
It's got like a little ram's horn on it. It kind of looks kind of evil. And I played this game, and I'm 100% serious. It's going to be in contention for Games of the Year at the end of the year.
Whoa, already?
Yeah.
Whoa. All right. All right.
It's called Chicken Police. Paint it red.
Sounds good.
It's
I'm listening.
Chicken police.
everybody has like a human body except an animal head.
Mm-hmm.
So like there's like an alligator head and a raccoon head, and you follow the main character who has a chicken head.
So it's like Hotline Miami.
Sort of. It's like a noir point and click adventure. Like
Interesting.
Okay.
you start out, you're like a disgraced member of the police squad, and you're in your office, and this gazelle maybe comes in and hires you to do a job that someone's like sending threatening letters and stuff, and then you go and find out, and you try and figure out everything that's happening.
Interesting.
But yeah, I enjoyed it. It was a good story, very noir, and I mean, they have animal heads, so you can't really take anything seriously. But
That's pretty neat, yeah.
yeah, but play it if you can. Chicken Place, paint it red.
Chicken police.
Chicken Place.
Paint it red.
Yep.
Right on.
That's all I did this week. Poppascotch, what did you do?
Oh, thanks for asking. I guess I'll start with. Oh, I just saw the poster for Chicken Police. That looks pretty sweet. I played a little bit of NBA 2K22.
Do you win the whatever the championship is called?
The cup, Stanley Cup.
I don't know what it's called. I think it's the Stanley Cup. pretty
No,
sure.
it's named after a coach. The something trophy.
Yeah, it
like
is.
the Lombardi trophy, but it's not the Lombardi trophy.
There are so many people screaming at us right now
Oh, there's not.
for being like
The Jerry West
you
trophy, we'll call
fucking
it for right now.
Oh, NBA.
Idiots.
NBA. For some reason, I thought you said NHL.
Oh, I thought you were joking when you said
Oh,
that.
no. I was like, what the fuck? How do you guys not know?
I actually did. Oh, the Larry O'Brien
That's
championship
it.
Oh,
trophy.
yeah, duh. Obviously.
Yeah, idiots.
The lob.
Household name. Lob. Maybe that's where they got Bob Loblaw. His actual name is Larry O'Brien Law.
Whoa.
Holy shit, I busted this wide open.
You
So
got it.
anyway, yeah, been playing NBA 2K22, been working on my player who is really good at shooting 3-pointers in the stats, in the attributes, but you wouldn't know it if you watched me play a game.
What's your guy's name?
Eddie Tallulah Hoo-Ha.
How does that fit on the jersey?
Our puppy Tallulah, she won't stop licking her hoo-ha every once in a while.
What a
So that's where I
great
got
way
Lula
to
Hoo-Ha.
name your character.
Oh, yeah.
Before that, I was, like Slaptown Cold Cuts or something like Slow Clap Cold Cuts was my name before that.
That's a good one.
That's
You go
quite
to a
chunky.
random generator for words online and
Seriously.
I have a spreadsheet that just I hear names or last names or first names or words I think would be funny, and I just add them in there. That's how I got mahogany body comb. That's a good one. There's a whole list. I don't want to
sure.
spoil them all here.
yeah. Okay.
No, if the fans ask, maybe. Yeah, so yeah, I played NBA 2K22. I also played, and I'm thinking about retiring, Back for Blood.
Oh, retiring after a couple weeks.
I really think I got all the trophies I could possibly get as a single player.
Mm-hmm.
There's
But
only
you're a
one
married
more,
player now.
That's true. But
same.
as Jesus. So the only trophy I don't have that I really want, it's a gold trophy for actually beating the game, which is almost impossible by yourself. So I tried to get online and join random parties to beat the last level.
Yeah.
And 4 tries through, no one can get past the second boss.
Oh, is it really hard?
It's hard. It's tough. It's a tough one. And you need to have a team that's
Knows what they're doing.
2 people are critical hit people, 1 person's healing, 1 person's just taking care of all the other zombies.
So it's like an MMO.
Kind of.
It's a
yeah.
mini MMO.
Yeah, you need
MMO.
you need 1 tank, 2 damage dealers, and a healer.
Yeah.
Exactly. You need that group to finish. If you have that group, the last level's not that tough, but the bots are almost fucking useless.
Yeah. I
And
heard
other
that.
people, no one's on the same page. So, if you buy it someday, Sir Chump Slap,
Yeah.
and you want to play online, I'd be glad to, but it's going to get uninstalled for now.
You got to go to a LFG looking for game
Yeah.
and just look for people who are serious about it and want to
Yeah.
actually try it.
I've just been starting that last level and just hoping people jump in.
Yeah.
That's a terrible way to get it done.
I know it works and it doesn't. One time we were really singing and really moving, and I'm like, "Ooh, here we go!" Because the boss fight's in 3 stages. First, there are tentacles coming out of the ground. Then there's the toughest stage. I think is the second stage, where it's a small room, and you see the monster's mouth, and it opens, and it's got these 2 balls in its mouth, which is and
Yeah.
those are the critical spots you have to blow up, but it's
Of
also
course they
throwing
are.
tentacles around, and it's a really small room, and there's a lot of zombies, and it's really hard to stay on top of everything.
Yeah.
And then the third one, you just chase it down. It's running away, and you chase it and kill it.
Well, okay, if you know what you do, how come you haven't done it?
Because he doesn't have 3 other people who know what to do with him.
I don't have people who know what they do, and the furthest I've got by myself is the 3rd stage, but you need people on both sides of the monster shooting at the spots, because the critical spots only pop up once in a while on each side. And it has an end, so it would always get to the end before I could kill it, because
gotcha.
people weren't shooting the critical spot. It's if I had another person or 2, maybe, but I don't know. Maybe I'll give it 1 or 2 more shots and then call it.
That's fair.
I never thought you'd be such a coward for a platinum.
It's just no.
I got all
dude.
these other bullshit platinums. I don't need good platinums.
And dude,
anymore.
I'm playing it on Recruit.
Did you ever
This is the easiest difficulty.
Did you ever play
And I
Destiny?
can't do it. Destiny, yeah. I played a shitload of 1 and 2.
Yeah, don't you need to do the raid to get the platinum one there?
Yeah.
This is the same thing, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, he needed people who knew what they were doing in the raid.
Well, this is just, dude, this is the last beating the game on Recruit. That's this trophy. There's 2 other difficulties above this that you need to beat the game on.
Jeez.
Yeah, and I'm just not. It's fucking tough. So I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But other than that, I played a game that was a recommendation from you guys. I started playing Axiom Verge.
Oh,
Oh, nice.
wow.
Isn't it fun?
It's fucking hard,
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's no walk in the park.
and I'm just not used to playing those types of games. So it's always a surprise.
Well, that's a Metrovania, bro.
Yeah.
It's fun.
You're
I'm
wetting
not
the
saying it's
whistle.
bad. It's fun. I'm having a good time doing it. I'm getting new tools, digging through the fucking ground like a badass.
Right?
Yeah.
So I think I only killed the 1 boss so far, but
Hey, that's
plenty of time.
pretty good.
There's probably going to be times where you get lost on where you have to go.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
about
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Metrovanias.
Happened at least once now.
Yeah.
And it was when I got the ability to break bricks.
Oh.
Not with the drill thing, but with the
The hacker?
I don't have the hacker guy yet.
Okay.
So I see all these computer sections I can go past, but can't get past them yet. But I was looking around the rap and I was a little wasted. And it was 25 minutes of just looking around the same rooms over and over till finally I saw this little spot on the floor that looked a little different. Then I was like, oh, I can dig through that.
Yeah. Gotta love that.
Yeah, but it's fun. I'm liking it. I really want to try to finish that, put some time in.
Cool.
So what did I watch We watched the first 3 Purge movies the other night.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
My God.
We were having a conversation about The Purge, and then I found out that the wife has only seen the first one and
That's all you need.
the newest one. I liked 2. I liked 2 a lot. 3 was not great.
How many are there?
5?
Oh.
I thought there was more than that, actually.
Well, and the 2 seasons of the TV show.
I forgot
Wow.
there was a TV show.
Everybody
I'm
did.
behind on my purge.
Your Purge lore?
Yeah.
Your plore?
Yeah, my P-lore, yeah.
Yeah, but I won't go into detail with those. I like them. I think they're fine for what they are. Third one was a little weak. Fourth one is the first Purge, which is
Yeah, I did see that one.
And then the fifth one is the final Purge, where they're like, yeah, we're not going to stop purging.
Yeah, I think I probably did see them all.
You probably thought you saw a couple of them more than one.
Yeah, right.
And then we watched a little bit of It's Always Sunny.
Oh, the new season?
No, this was, we've just been kind of going through the
Nice.
seasons, watching stuff. The last one we watched was Who Got D Pregnant, which is a great one.
Oh, so
yeah.
good.
Where, yeah. It's like you had to wipe that poor girl's blood off your hands.
Viggo Morgenstein.
He punches that lady in the face.
That could be one of my favorite episodes. That Halloween
It's really
party.
good. Oh, yeah, and then D turns into a bird,
Yeah.
like a literal bird in their memory.
I wasn't Spider-Man. I was Man Spider.
And then a couple other episodes, but that's the one that really sticks out because that's
Yeah,
one of the better ones.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Also spent some time, you watch YouTube videos, that's not here or there, but also spent some time watching the blooper reels for It's Always Sunny, which is always
Those are
fun.
always good.
Oh, nice. I never did watch that.
Oh, yeah, YouTube those. You'll have a great afternoon.
Cool.
And I also heard, again with Always Sunny news, on their podcast I was listening to.
They have a podcast, too?
Yeah, they have one of those podcasts that everyone's doing where they watch every episode then talk about it.
Like, it's them?
Yep, it's the 3 of them.
All right.
But they were talking about how, like, going through the early seasons, obviously, and Rob McElhenney was like, we had a huge star, who's now a huge star, audition for Mac's dad, and no one could remember who it was, and then it turns out it was Dave Bautista auditioned to be Mac's dad.
Yeah, I could see that.
And he was like one of the final 3, and they went with, I don't want to disrespect the actor who is currently Mac's dad because he's fucking
Nah,
phenomenal.
he's fucking awesome, too.
He's better than Batista would have been.
It
Yeah.
makes a lot more sense, yeah. Yeah, I think this guy gets it. I'm going to look up his name while I'm talking. But the last thing, I was listening to some other podcasts, which don't need our credit, and they were talking about like pop culture from 2021, and everyone talked about how much they love Succession.
Yeah, I don't think I'll get into that
I don't even know what that is.
series.
It's a series on HBO. They just had their 3rd season this year, and everyone on the internet went nuts for it. And it's basically, there's Brian Cox is the dad of the family, and he owns this like media conglomerate, like think Warner. Like Time Warner, and his various, adult children are vying for power of the company when he retires, and they're all really super shitty people. Surprise.
Yeah.
Doesn't sound like something I want to watch.
I'm 4 episodes in now, and I don't know, it's fine. I'm not blown away,
All right. Yeah.
but I mean, I watched way less Supernatural, or way more Supernatural for less.
Yeah, for
Supernatural
real,
was a
man.
fantastic show, though.
Oh, you don't know what this show is.
I know it sounds like garbage.
See? Supernatural sounds like garbage to me.
Yeah, but you're usually wrong, so it's kind of...
I'm usually the most correct person ever.
Yeah, you heard it here first. Most correct person ever. Speaking of the most correct person ever, that's Sir Chump Slap. What have you been playing, watching, doing? about you?
Oh, thanks for asking, bro. What I've been playing? I played Riders Republic free weekend.
What the hell is that? Is that a Fallout 76 thing?
No, it's like a huge map, and it's biking, not skateboarding, but snowboarding, skiing.
So the game is Riders Republic.
Yes.
The free weekend is the fact that you got to play the weekend.
Yeah.
For free.
I played it before. Remember, maybe you guys remember I said there was a 4-hour timed trial, and I turned it off and never closed the game, so the time trial was over.
Yep. Definitely ringing a bell.
I kind of remember that,
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah, so I played a couple hours of it. I don't know. It's okay. Nothing to write home about. Unless you want to play like downhill ski stunt stuff like.
I still have it in the case. I never opened it.
Oh, really? You bought it?
Yeah.
It went to
physical
50% real quick.
Yeah, that's why I was like, $20. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
By the way, Mac's father is played by the actor Gregory Scott Cummins, who was also in the Sylvester Stallone classic Cliffhanger.
Oh, interesting.
So you're welcome for that.
Thank you.
Didn't one of us just watch that? I thought it was maybe Chump Slap, but I was wrong.
I don't remember watching Cliffhanger.
I mean, I want to watch it now that we're talking
I
about
watched Ace Ventura 2, which has a cliffhanger spoof in the beginning.
it. Does it? Why would you? All right.
When he's climbing up the mountain and he loses the raccoon. Whatever.
I don't remember any of that, but
Yeah, I know that.
I believe you. You've seen it more recently than me.
Yeah. So I watched a couple things. I got into like a 90s nostalgia trip, so I watched Robin Hood Men in Tights.
Great.
Nice. Good
White-
choice. Good
White
choice.
Men Can't Jump.
Also
it's a
great.
classic.
Half Baked.
Also great.
Yep.
4 Rooms.
Damn.
And the original Ace Ventura.
So wait, did you see the second Ace Ventura and you're like, well, now I
Now I
have to watch the
Yeah,
first
now
one.
I got to watch the first one. Second one, I still find it good, decent.
I
First
think,
one doesn't
well, I've
hold
seen
up.
the first Ace Ventura a billion times. I think I've only seen the second one like once or twice.
The first one I don't think has aged well.
Courtney Cox is in the first one.
Isn't she dead?
Yes, actually, yes.
Is she really?
No, she's not dead.
What the fuck, man? Why you guys
That
doing
would
this
have
to me?
been news.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, where did I miss that?
All right, on to news where we have Courtney Cox dying.
Jesus.
Yeah, but I don't know. Robin Hood Men in Tights doesn't age well either. I just couldn't get into it.
I can see that.
I never disliked that movie, but I never loved it as much as some people did, if that makes sense.
Oh, it totally makes sense. I mean, it was okay.
Like, there are people who are fans of it. And
Yeah.
I'm like, this is fine.
No, but Dave Chappelle did better in Half Baked.
For sure. For sure. Or even Screwed. I'd argue Screwed is a better movie.
Oh, yeah.
Well, maybe
Nice.
not a better movie, but yeah, it was great.
But I also watched a couple other movies. I watched this
yeah,
one
like
called Unearth.
Unearth, like you're unearthing it, or
Yeah.
on Earth, like you are physically on top of Earth.
Unearth.
Unearth.
Like you're digging.
Okay. What did they dig up?
It was this family in like rural Pennsylvania who sells their farmland to a natural gas company.
A story as old as time.
Yep.
And the fracking just
Unearthed.
awakens some type of parasite fungus thing.
So it's like an X-Files
They
episode.
don't really go into it. And a whole bunch of people die.
Sounds like Central
And then it
PA.
just ends. It's a real slow burner in the beginning.
Okay. Okay.
So what I'm saying is this movie wasn't good. But
The way you're describing it, it sounds like it's Tremors.
no way. Wish it was Tremors.
Yeah. Well, I know. We all hope there's another movie as good as Tremors that comes out someday, but
They'll never be.
No, I don't know if you saw the last Tremors.
Never be.
There's probably never going to be another one.
Spoiler.
I have not seen it. Yeah. Spoiler.
No, it's not a spoiler. I'm just saying.
All right. No. Fine. Sure. Whatever. Let's.
It's not a spoiler. I'm just telling you how it ends.
Well, it doesn't. I mean, there won't be another one worth watching for me, is what I'm saying. All right.
Okay.
And then the Chuds came.
And I watched this other movie. This one's pretty slappy, but not really. It's called Coma. You guys ever see this one?
It's possible.
No. Nope.
This guy wakes up and he's like in a dream world, and it's kind of, I don't know, kind of like Matrixy. Like everyone has a power in this world, and it's just like floating islands of people's memories, just connected by bridges, and I don't know. It's real wacky, like surreal shit. And it's like, oh, you're in a coma, and this is where you come when you're in a coma.
Sounds
Oh,
it sounds terrible.
Yeah, but then there's the whole thing is there's this religion that's putting people in comas and telling them this is
Aren't they all?
Tell me about it. A mind coma, bro.
Yeah. I don't know. It was all right. I don't know. It's from another country, I think, because the lips didn't sync up with the voices. So it was dubbed or something. But it's kind of like The Matrix meets, I don't know. I can't think of that other movie about dreams.
About dreams.
What dreams may come.
No.
Oh, good one.
Inception.
Inception. Yeah, kind of.
Man, I'm awesome.
But I don't know. It was all right. It looked cool. And they're fighting these like tar demon things that are in this world for some reason. They don't really go into why they're there, but it's all right. Check it out if you got some time. And
So it's like a world that's kind of like purgatory, but for coma people.
yeah, but it's just like they could just walk around to, I don't know, anywhere. But they're just floating islands and there's enemies in there. And they're trying to make like a sanctuary in this world. That's the whole point of it.
The people in a coma?
Yeah. They work together.
So it's like Unimatrix Zero from Star Trek, which neither of you will understand.
Yes, exactly what it is.
Yeah, so I was gonna say the same thing.
I don't know. Give it a look. If you don't like it, well, whatever.
Fuck off!
Then watch fucking Four Rooms or White Men Can't Jump.
Those are both great films.
Yeah, exactly.
So if you don't like coma, then there's two other options to cleanse your palate.
Right on.
One has Rosie Perez learning trivia from a encyclopedia. I'm not gonna say which one though.
No, when she
Just watching both.
likes Jeopardy.
Well, let's go ahead and move into video game news / stuff.
Use that cut piece from the last time we did it.
What, that beautiful news
Yeah.
voice of mine? Yeah.
All right, great. I'll do that because you didn't do anything there. Jesus.
I think that would be fun to keep into.
So, Wolf Among Us 2 has been announced.
Is it
The Wolf
gonna
Among Us 2, the second.
Yeah.
follow a comic book, or is it gonna be its own thing?
Isn't there a
It's
movie?
going to follow
Video
the
game?
previous game. So
Yeah.
I suppose it's the comic book because the first game was exactly like the first comic book.
Yeah.
Never played
Any
them.
interest? Anybody?
Nah.
First one was good. I mean, I'll play it.
I really liked it. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, you played it often and got a couple of platinums from it.
Couple platinum.
Sure did. Sure did. The Fables-inspired sequel will be out in 2023.
Oh,
Oh, well, that's so far away, man.
Yeah.
I know, but we're going to be playing Elden Ring up until then, which is obviously already out, and we've played it so much.
Oh, yeah. Didn't I say that?
You didn't. You missed that part. So, yeah, Wolf Among Us 2 coming out. Also, news came out recently that do you remember when the Activision sale happened? And everyone's like, oh, my God, we're going to lose Call of Duty on PlayStation. Oh, no.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, those were idiots.
Well, then Activision came out and said, well, we have a 3-year contract with Sony, so we're going to honor that. And then everyone's like, what does that mean? And then Sony has recently come out with a statement saying there are no plans at all to remove Call of Duty from the PlayStation platform.
Now they'd be foolish to do that.
Yeah, they'd lose almost half their money.
Yeah. Microsoft would be fine taking money from PlayStation players.
Yeah, I don't think they'll mind
No.
like, at all taking
It's silly.
that cut. There you go. They're apparently going to be on PlayStation games forever, and we could stop talking about them.
Thank God.
Indeed. And then in other news that came out, the GTA trilogy, remember that thing that just came out? And
that was
everyone
trash?
hated it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They said it was broken and not working great. It sold 10 million copies.
Probably pre-orders.
Yeah, I just
Those are still copies.
blown away.
I don't know. People don't read the same reviews we do, I guess.
And don't listen to us.
Yeah. Those 10 million people should definitely listen to us.
That is the correct thing to tell people on your podcast. Do not listen to us.
I said listen to us.
Yeah.
I thought you said don't listen to us.
No, he
the
said those
who
people don't. That's why they bought it.
I misheard. Anyway, in other news, last piece of news I got today, I don't have any fun rumors or anything, but
No,
a PlayStation blog post came out about the new Evil Dead game that's coming out May 13th.
Oh, yeah. Didn't they just release like a trailer or something that didn't have any gameplay in it?
Yeah, before that there was just a trailer. Now there's been some gameplay that came out.
Oh, nice.
They talked a bit about the game and how it's going to have characters from the movies as well as the TV show, which is kind of fun
That's
because the
neat.
TV show was really good.
Yeah.
What kind of game is it? Action
The
adventure?
way they're making it sound, and I won't know until it comes out,
Yeah.
but the way they're making it sound is like a Left 4 Dead style, like 4 people squatting up.
Ah,
Like,
come
you mean Back for
on.
Running
Blood
through.
style?
Yes.
Yes, exactly. Back for Blood style.
Okay.
Which that part kind of concerns me, but the other part that really concerns me is that it has been priced at $40.
Oh, wow.
That's
So
about
it's gonna be
35
short
more than
as
I paid
shit.
for it. Yeah.
The deluxe edition is $59.99 and includes the Season 1 pass,
Oh, fuck out of here.
with 4 upcoming DLC packs at a discounted rate with several exciting DLC releases to be announced.
Oh, so you pay the full price to get 4 DLCs through the year.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Probably a 10-hour long
I
game.
don't know. Doesn't sound good to me. Even though
I really want it to
sounds
be
like
good.
an amazing game. Yeah. Sounds like an awesome
I
idea.
really want it to be good, and I'm afraid it won't be. They're already sold out, guys. I know they're already sold out of the $200 special edition.
What do you get? Fucking chainsaw arm?
A Necronomicon.
S-Mart employee in-game outfit, Gallant Knight in-game outfit, Savini variant in-game ash skin, special edition game and exclusive steelbook case, the deluxe edition version of the game, the collector's box, which is like looks like a lunchbox type situation, the hardcover art book, the 5 art cards, the full-size Evil Dead 2 Necronomicon, an exclusive T-shirt,
Nice.
and an original vinyl soundtrack.
Well, the Necronomicon probably looks cool.
And a couple of cosmetic in-game things.
I
said those in the beginning, yeah. The in-game skins. You can still buy the $125 version, which includes everything I just mentioned except for the hardcover version of the Necronomicon.
So
Everything else is in there, huh?
$75
Yeah.
book.
Yeah.
All right. Makes sense.
It's the Necronomicon. It's made out of human
It's
flesh.
real human flesh,
Yeah.
I heard.
Steel covered.
I'm ordering it right now.
I know that. Does it come with a Weed 420 pack?
I hope so. Fucking better for that price.
Dan will pay $220 for it.
Yeah, so that is all the news I have for video game news / stuff. So let's talk about the game. How about it?
Let's fucking
Do
get
it.
into it.
Oh, great, because today we're playing a game where we ask the question, how bored can I be watching a point-and-click adventure with a guy named Hoagie in it? Turns out
Pretty
boring.
damn.
It was. We are talking about the game
an hour
Day of the Tentacle, the sequel to Maniac Mansion.
Oh.
It was released June 25th, 1993. Do you guys know what the #1 song is? Because, oh boy, is it a banger.
25th, 1993.
I don't know. Syintist that's why he did the album of the year, so he could figure out these songs better.
Let's say...
Guar, meat sandwich.
I was going to say Color Me Bad.
Cult of personality.
I can't think of a Color Me Bad song.
It is Janet Jackson, That's the Way That Love Goes.
Ah!
That's the way
It
that
has to
love
be.
goes. Doop-a-doop-a-doop-a.
That's the way I'd like it.
Oh, yeah, that one.
That's not that one.
That was a banger.
#1 movie, do you guys know what it is? The biggest movie of 1993?
Ghostbusters 2.
Hold
I
on,
was
Ace
like,
Ventura.
No. Come on.
What else? did I want?
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Secret of the Ooze.
Ooh, good one.
This movie changed special effects forever.
The Matrix. Jurassic Park.
Jurassic Park. Yeah, those dinosaurs still look fucking real.
That was a tough one. They do. That is really good computer
Still
generated.
look real. And then this day in history, on June 25th, 1889, noted thief Thomas Edison shows his first ever motion picture publicly.
Is that where he electrocuted the elephant?
No, that was a different thing. That was with the AC/DC current question. Man, I can't believe people bought that. It was released for PC, developed by LucasArts and published by LucasArts. It is a point-and-click graphic adventure written by Tim Schafer, Dave Grossman, Ron Gilbert, and Gary Winnick. Dr. Syintist, you picked it this week. So how about you tell us what this game's all about?
Well, it's set 5 years after Maniac Mansion, which we have never covered. Maybe the next time we do a Nintendo special episode, we'll do it.
Doubt it.
See, I was looking at the cutscene movies for it, and it was very light. There was barely anything there for you to really go over.
Mm.
Yeah, for Maniac Mansion.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I was like, I see why he's doing this one right away.
Yeah. Basically, the story is that there's the house, it's a mansion from the Maniac Mansion, that they turn into, since after the events of that, they turn into kind of like an inn. And Dr. Fred Edison is pumping industrial waste into the water behind the thing, and his creation, the purple tentacle, goes and drinks it and becomes super evil and grows arms and hatches a plan to take over the world.
More like flippers.
Yeah, you're right. They're not arms. You're right. They're flippers.
There's only a couple flipper babies.
That's a great movie. I got to watch it. Man. I've been saying that for months, though.
I know, right? That's a 90s thing.
So Purple Tentacle does this, and Green Tentacle, who's like a good tentacle,
Sure.
contacts his buddy Bernard, who is the main protagonist from Maniac Mansion, and says, "Hey, we need help. You got to save that. Dr. Fred has taken me and Purple Tentacle hostage, and you got to save us." So Bernard goes and gets his friend Hoagie and Laverne and starts heading towards the mansion to save the Green Tentacle.
So For two things.
Yes, Laverne is on heroin.
Yeah, okay, that was my first question. No, I was wondering, is Hoagie a roadie?
Yes.
Is that what we're...
Yes.
Is he a roadie?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're meant to think he is.
Because he's like the old metalhead version
Yeah.
Yeah.
variant character. And then the other question I had, I was expecting the fact that it's a sequel to Maniac Mansion and they were going to a mansion. I was expecting like a Resident Evil type mansion.
You didn't know this was a
looks
comedy?
like... I didn't realize it was I had no idea. I heard
It's
the name
written by
Maniac
Tim
Mansion
Schafer.
before.
Come on.
Who didn't he? Is he the guy that ended up doing a
He did
previous one on our list?
He may have. I mean, he's done like Monkey Island and
Yes. What's the game with Jack Black, where he's going through the metal
Brutal
world?
Legend.
Brutal Legend. Yeah.
Brutal Legend. I'm 100% sure.
He very
That's
well
right.
could have.
90, 100.
You know how they got the name Hoagie? You ever been to a metal show and there's like the big guys who are in the mosh pit and they smell like a hoagie?
Did he
Ew,
say
is
that
that
in the
what they
thing?
got
Because I
it?
watched.
No,
Oh.
that's I just
There is one part in the game where he talks to somebody about his name, and I forget how he said he got it, and I was like, I don't remember him saying that.
yeah, because they smell like hoagies. I'm telling you,
They do.
I know, right?
No, it's just like old cut meat. It kind of lets sit out.
Like day old deli meats.
Yes.
Yeah, with onions on them.
Yeah. You're right.
And like lettuce, which you can't really tell what kind of lettuce it is. It's just so finely chopped. You're just like, this is something green.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It very well could be cabbage. You don't know.
it could be grass clippings.
It could be coleslaw mix. We have no idea.
Anyway,
But anyway, you get to the house and you do a couple things. You just kind of split up to try and find them. Bernard eventually finds the tentacles and releases them, saves them. And Purple Tentacle's like, haha, you let me go. I'm going to go stop the world. And he kind of goes crazy. And Dr. Fred comes down. Go ahead.
Was there a relationship with them and the Green Tentacle before this?
I believe they're
I think Bernard
in
knows
Maniac
them
Mansion.
Oh, okay.
I think,
because he's like, Green Tentacle sent me a letter.
yeah, because Green Tentacle asked Bernard for help.
Yeah.
Word. Okay.
But so Dr. Fred comes like, what'd you do? And he's like, oh, I completely forgot that he was crazy and wanted to take over the world.
Yeah, seriously.
So he's like, well, luckily I invented these chronogens, which are time-traveling porta potties.
Genius.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And he's like, I'm going to send you back to the yesterday to turn off the sludge machine and prevent Purple Tentacle from getting superpowers. And that's where the story starts.
Mm-hmm.
I also had no idea this was a time machine,
No, I had no idea either.
time travel scenario.
But it pays off
Yeah,
in
it
the
does.
end.
It aids the story.
Does it? Anyway.
So one of each of you, Laverne, Hoagie, and Bernard, getting us a chronogen. And Dr. Fred starts the machine, and as it's going, his imitation diamond breaks, and it kind of makes the machine go haywire. And Hoagie ends up 200 years in the past. Bernard gets sent to the present time, basically back to where he came from. And Laverne ends up 200 years in the future. And
Makes sense.
now the main MacGuffin of the story is powering the three machines and getting a new diamond so you can bring everybody back. And that's kind of where it starts.
And Hoagie has no outlets around.
Well,
since
yeah, because he's from 200 years in the past.
1793, I assume.
Sure.
Well,
It's got to be before that.
yeah, they didn't even sign the Constitution.
Yeah.
Well, he didn't sign it till 1787.
Yeah, you said
You
93.
said 90 something.
93, yeah. But I mean, it's not uncommon that these characters are all, Ben Franklin, George Washington are still around.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
When did he die?
They're talking.
You know what?
They're writing the
they're
Constitution.
writing the
at the time.
Constitution, remember?
Oh, you're right. Okay. So yeah, you're right. I guess it has to be. So does this game take place in 1976? What is?
Probably 5 years after Maniac Mansion. I don't know when that was.
I don't know.
I suppose it does.
It does
It was
not
around
matter.
200 years in the past.
They
How about
probably
that?
didn't do time, like check the history books when they wrote this game.
I'm sure they did.
They're not like, oh yeah, shit. Sorry, it was 208 years ago.
Yeah.
Whatever. I thought just saying 200 would be fine.
Yeah, he
Vince.
rounded, all right?
These fucking killjoys over here poking holes in our game. That's me. All right. Anyway, as you were saying,
So
Hoagie.
Hoagie can't plug it in because there's no electricity back then. No plugs for anything. So Bernard has to find plans for a super battery. He eventually finds them, and then Fred's like, "Hey, you can flush things to your other players, your friends, to try and get them out." So he flushes the plans for the super battery to Hoagie, and that's basically how you pass stuff back and forth a lot through the game, through times to try and do stuff.
Yeah. From the video I watched, they skipped that a lot, and I was like, what the fuck's going on here?
Yeah.
But I got it.
So This was the point in the game where I honestly, and would like to hear your guys' opinion, who is this game for? Because there's a lot of, like, childish poo-poo humor, and there's a lot of, like, historical nonsense humor.
It was in 93. It was people who have computers back then.
Which are probably
Just
child-like nerd men.
Yeah, child nerd men.
I mean,
Child nerd men?
Yeah,
Yep.
it's just like any other Tim Schafer's games.
CNMs.
DNMs.
Okay. Hashtag TNM.
Yeah. So
I said CNM.
Yeah, you
That's
did.
childish nerd, man. But
Whatever, man. I'm editing it out anyway.
as we speak.
CNM. Childish nerd men. That's what we just said. Anyway, back to you.
So Hoagie takes the plan to Red Edison, who is Fred Edison's ancestor. And he's like, oh, all I need is oil, gold, and vinegar, and I can make this battery for you.
Of course.
Yeah.
Does that science work out, Dr. Scientist?
I don't know what the super battery plans are, but he probably needs them.
I mean, you're the scientist.
Oh, gold and vinegar, definitely.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
Oil
you're-
will keep everything lubed.
Yeah.
You're right. That was a test. You passed. Good job.
He nailed it.
So everybody, well, as you can see, Laverne is stuck in a tree at this point, too. She can't do much. But Bernard needs to also find a diamond to try and power up the Chronogon machine. He needs a real diamond.
I think it would have been easier to get 200 years in the past.
Diamond?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Could have
but...
stole one somewhere.
Yeah. I mean,
Oh, but they don't really leave. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, it
You
would
don't
take
really
a while.
mind like we do, you know?
Yeah.
So they kind of like go through a bunch of stuff here. And to get Laverne out of the tree, Hoagie eventually, I guess, tricks George Washington into cutting down a cherry tree.
Well, he challenges his manhood.
Yeah, he does, basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
You used to be able to cut down a cherry tree.
Yeah, here you cut some trees down, huh? I
Yeah.
want to see it.
Well, yeah, I don't think you can.
I love that he's like, is it true that the whole cherry tree thing? He's like, I'll fuck up any cherry tree I see out there. And it's like, that's not what he asked. Like, that's... But George Washington was a fucking wild man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
But you eventually do that, and he goes out and cuts down the cherry tree, and then 400 years in the future, the cherry tree's not there, and Laverne isn't stuck.
Genius.
Yep.
Perfect.
But as soon as she falls out of the tree, that's no longer there. She gets captured by the purple tentacles.
Oh.
Where you find out that 200 years in the future, the world is taken over by purple tentacles.
When humans are treated like pets.
Yep. Which is, they throw her in like a kennel type area with other humans. And they talk about a human show, which is sort of like a dog show and stuff.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Then she pretends to be sick, and she goes see the purple tentacle vet, I guess, or doctor. I don't know if you want to call him that. And this kind of stuff. And then Laverne has to power her Chronogon, she has to get the generator in the basement to run. And there's a whole spiel she has to go through for this.
Oh, yeah. They made it really silly.
Yeah. We'll get to that part later. So back in the past, and Hoagie does some random things to change the future. So the other two characters can do things. There are these two. Red Edison has two twins, sons, and one's left-handed, one's right-handed. And he uses a left-handed hander to make them switch spots to change the statue up.
Yeah, what'd that do?
There's a statue in the future of the one whoever does it. And if he's standing one way later in the game when
In the present.
when Bernard tries to push the lady out of the room, she hits this thing and stops.
Oh, Jesus.
So if you get it the other way,
Yeah.
she slides right past it.
That's the name of the game with this. It's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
this is a classic
Point
and click.
Yeah.
Like when people bitch about point and clicks, they're bitching about this.
Yeah, because you got
Because-
these random things.
You'd have to do like 7 wild ass random things that wouldn't make any sense. Like you have a banana peel and you have to build a plane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like you gotta trade the banana peel to a gorilla that you trick that's hiding metal, and it's just nonsense.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Not complaining, just saying like this is how these games work.
It's true.
So Laverne keeps getting caught and thrown back in the cell. So to keep her from being caught, I guess, they have to hatch a plan to get her dressed up as a tentacle, which involves Hoagie giving a detailed sketch of tentacle anatomy to Betsy Ross, so she changes the flag to that.
I couldn't think of her name. So I put Hoagie talking to Betty Flagmaker.
Wasn't that far off.
Yeah, right?
I just love her whole attitude. Like, oh, fuck, what's the change now,
Yeah.
bro?
Yeah.
Just put it on the pile and I'll make it.
Make a flag that's a costume.
Yeah, and it's just a big tentacle windsock.
Yeah. Silly.
It is more of a windsock than a flag, really. I love it, personally.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
But that's how, and Laverne eventually grabs it and puts it on and wears it as a tentacle costume. All right, where do we go now? All right, let's go back to Bernard, because I'm just going to jump back and forth doing things these people have to do.
Yeah.
No, we'll go stick with Laverne. We'll finish Laverne's up.
All right.
So now that she's dressed up, she can walk around, but she can't get into the basement where the generator is. So she has to try and win the human contest, which is kind of like the dog show.
Yeah.
This
This is so stupid.
this is peak stupidity, and it just keeps going.
Yeah.
It gets dumber as we go through it.
Well, yes, to win, she dresses up a mummy and enters it as her human.
Where'd they get the mummy?
The mummy is in all the times. It's like an ancient Edison.
Yeah, I thought that was weird.
Yeah, I didn't understand. I thought that was a person for one of the sections.
No.
And I was like, how are they? Because he looks, the silhouette of the mummy looks exactly like, what's his name?
Yeah, Fred.
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 Yeah, he's like their
So I was like,
ancestor.
did they kill Fred? But no, I'm a pretty smart guy. I figured it out eventually.
Okay.
Like 70-80% through the game, I figured it out. That's not Fred.
Well, so the human contest is judged on three things: smile, hair, and laugh. So she does various things to try and win those competitions. First, there's a ringer who's going to win the competition, so they put fake barf underneath him and pretend he's sick.
Get
And then he gets
kicked out.
eliminated. Yeah, like you said you were going to be sick. You got to get out of this competition. So that gets rid of the only competition.
So good.
And in was it the past or the present? Well, I think it's Hoagie steals like horse teeth and puts it on she puts it on the mummy as a smile, and it wins that competition that way.
Mm-hmm.
Is that when Hoagie tricked George Washington into
No,
taking his
this
teeth?
is different.
It's a different teeth.
Yeah.
Different teeth puzzle. Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a
Sure,
horse
of
in the
course.
house that has teeth that it takes out, and you can steal them.
Mm-hmm.
I forget how, but and then to win the best hair contest, she makes a plate of spaghetti and puts it on its head
Wow.
and combs it with a fork.
Genius.
Yep. The judges are all tentacles, so they can't really tell. They're like, "Oh, that mummy has great hair," and the laugh is good because Bernard has to pop one of those stupid clowns that you punch. You know,
Oh,
like
really?
those blow up clowns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he pops it and then steals the laughing box from inside it. So she uses that for the laugh, and then the tentacles all vote that number one, and she wins a voucher to join the Tentacle Club for dinner, and she gives it to the guard of the thing, and blah blah blah. And eventually, she gets the guard who was guarding the basement door to chase after a bunch of humans that escape, and then she can get in there. Now she's just got to turn the generator on.
What was the deal with the humans that wouldn't escape? Like she went to them and said, "All right, you're free," and they're like, "We don't really want to be
Yeah.
out there and get hunted. Like we have it pretty sweet here,
Yeah.
so we don't really want to run." And then what does she do to make them run?
She gets a cat and paints a white stripe down its back.
Oh, yeah, because the
And
guy
Oh,
hated
the skunk.
skunks.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he's like, "Let's get
Yeah,
out of
yeah.
here." And then they run.
Oh, God.
So to power the generator, she needs like some kind of animal to run on a wheel.
Mm-hmm.
So
Sure.
in present, Bernard has to get the hamster from the guy who was the main antagonist of the first game.
Mm-hmm.
He eventually gets the hamster, and he sticks it in the freezer in a frozen solid so he can put it in the porta-john and send it.
Oh, that's why she has to microwave it?
Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
because it was frozen solid. And it's a joke from the first game for the Maniac
I
Mansion,
guess.
because you can microwave it.
It's like, don't do this, people.
Oh yeah, they like she looked down the barrel of the camera
Yeah.
and is like, "Okay, we're doing this to do a puzzle." Looks right at the camera. But seriously, children, do not take a hamster and shove it in the microwave. It was weird.
Yeah,
it was
she's
a
like,
weird
they'll
tone
take
change.
you from your parents and put you in a home.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a callback to the first game.
Okay.
Jesus, was that like a thing? Like, were parents pissed that kids were like putting
Sticking-
hamsters in the microwave
Well,
because
it's a
of kids?
sign
Or
of like
controversy on this?
serial killer.
Yeah.
You know?
Didn't you remember that in the 80s?
Is your kid hurting animals?
Well, yeah, the animal hurting thing. I thought there was like a specific kid that's like, I put my hamster in the microwave because Maniac Mansion told me to.
No, that didn't happen.
Oh, maybe. Who the hell knows? I wasn't around then.
Touche.
So anyway, Laverne gets the hamster, and she tries to put it on the wheel, but she kind of gets knocked out by this machine, and the hamster runs into a hole. So she has to get it out of the hole, which involves Hoagie amending the Constitution to dictate that vacuum cleaners are in everybody's basement.
That's what that was. Yeah.
So good. It's like,
It was an ad from the present day that Bernard sent back, and it said, George says, may have a vacuum in every basement.
yeah. And then he's like, oh, let's open a suggestion box. And he's like, this says, says I said it. I don't
Yeah,
know.
George Washington's like, I don't remember saying it, but it must be a good idea if I
But
said
we got to
it.
put it in there.
And like, I did do some research. The vacuum cleaner wasn't invented in any way until 1901, by the way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they said that.
They
They're
said
like,
that.
what the hell's a vacuum cleaner?
Well, George said it, so it's got to be in there.
Oh, man.
Then they created another 120 years later.
Goofy.
But she uses the vacuum cleaner to get the hamster back out.
Mm-hmm.
So what you have to do is get a sweater, and in the present, Bernard, he does a whole bunch of stuff to get a crowbar from a thief, and he breaks open the machine and gets a whole bunch of quarters, and he sticks the sweater in the dryer and fills it with quarters, and it runs out when Laverne's in the future, and it comes out as a miniature sweater. It shrunk so much.
With all the quarters in it?
Yeah. And then she puts it on the hamster, and the hamster can run on the wheel perfectly fine. And then she plugs her time machine in and gets ready for the chronogon.
So there's no reason to microwave the hamster.
Well, you have to defrost it.
Couldn't they just put the warm sweater on him?
But, I mean, it's an ice cube.
It would have taken forever,
Yeah.
bro. Like, come on.
All right. Yep, you're right.
Who has the time for sweater warming? Get out of here.
Well, that's how Laverne gets her thing plugged in.
Yay.
Now we'll do Hoagie.
Sweet.
So he has to get the super battery made,
Mm-hmm.
and he needs oil, vinegar, and gold. So to get the oil, he just basically takes it from the kitchen and does some stuff to it and gets the oil. Vinegar, he takes a wine bottle and puts it in Thomas Jefferson's time capsule. That's going to be opened up 400 years in the future.
Oh.
And Laverne opens it up for him and gets the vinegar and sends it back, and that's how he gets the vinegar, because the wine turned to vinegar.
It's pretty smart.
And to get the gold, he steals their gold quill that they're writing the Constitution with. That's the one where he gives Washington the teeth that chatter.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
okay.
John Hancock's like, oh,
And they
George
start
must
the
be
fire.
cold.
Okay.
Yeah. Then he chases them out and he steals the quill, so he gets the gold. Then he gives it all
Oh,
to...
that's right.
Go ahead.
I was just going to say that's right because he throws the towel on top of the chimney to like smoke them out.
Yeah.
Yep.
He gives all that stuff to Red Edison, and he makes him the super battery. And now he's got to charge it. So he gets Ben Franklin to make a lab coat into a kite so he can put the battery in it
Of course.
and get struck by lightning and charge the battery.
Good
Makes
thing he
sense.
remembered that Ben Franklin. Like, Hoagie knows a lot about history. I got to say, he was paying attention.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, he figured this out enough, at least, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
To-
just because he's a roadie doesn't mean he's stupid.
That's what I thought was hilarious because in the beginning of this game, they set him up as a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
But yet he's able to orchestrate this entire thing using all the history he remembers from elementary school. And he gets it done. He gets it done.
So his battery's all charged and he's ready to plug in his thing. Now in the present, Bernard needs to get a diamond. A real diamond. So his plan...
This was just fucking...
Yeah.
Go ahead.
His plan is he basically tricks Fred Edison into signing paperwork for the royalties of Fred Edison's family to be used in Maniac Mansion so he can get the money. And he sends the contract into the past to Hoagie, so Hoagie sends it in. And then he's got 200 years of royalties to collect, which is $2 million, which is enough to buy the diamond that he needs.
We had to steal a
That's
stamp
so-
from a fucking
Yeah,
collector.
he had to steal a Pony Express stamp so the Pony
Yeah.
Express would take it.
So dumb. So dumb.
Yes.
Like, they got super meta where he owns the rights to, like, the Maniac Mansion game.
Well, no,
Is that-
his family was used in the game.
Yeah, because it's the same people from the game.
Yeah.
He gets likeness rights. I don't know.
That's what it is.
Ugh.
Yeah. It was dumb.
My note underneath this is they give him $2 million for his likeness in the previous game, and then my note nestled underneath that is fuck off.
Well,
Sounds about right.
It was royalties for using his name in the game. But it doesn't matter. You get $2 million, you get the diamond, and now you have all this stuff to turn the chronojohns back on and bring everybody back to the present. And that's what happens.
Boom.
Oh, that's right, because you don't get a diamond, you get the $2 million, and then you call the Couch Potato Shopping Network.
Yep.
Yes.
And you're like, let me get that sweet $2 million diamond, and then you give them the Swiss bank account?
Yeah, the Swiss bank account
that's
that
right.
Fred Edison was,
Someone
And
was
it
paying attention.
arrives immediately. And then Bernie lied and told him, like, oh, the Girl Scouts must have left it here.
Yeah.
I really paid attention to this part, apparently, and you guys just blew through it. That's okay. That's okay.
What about the IRS taking?
I kind of skipped over that whole part, too. The IRS came and,
Yeah, just to figure out his combo.
yeah, you had to figure out how to switch the mummy with him so that he could get escaped.
Yeah, silly.
There was a whole thing of getting video
Oh,
of him
that's
opening the
right.
safe.
Yeah.
You had to, like, throw the mummy, or, like, pull the mummy up by, like, the neck like he was getting
Yeah.
hanged.
Mm.
Oh, yeah, that was fucking this game. God damn it. Keep going. Just keep going.
So, boom, Fred Edison brings everybody back to the present. And he's like, all right, now all three of you have to go to yesterday and shut off the machine like the original plan was.
Makes sense.
And Purple Tentacle shows up and is like, no way, I'm going back. And he jumps into Chronojohn and goes back to the past.
But you all go back in the same Chronojohn. He's like, oh, do you guys remember the fly?
Yeah, well, first Green Tentacle follows him in another, and there's only one Chronojohn left, so all three of you get in.
Oh.
And then that's when he says, hey, don't do it. And they get back to yesterday, and Green Tentacle's all tied up because Purple Tentacle, I guess, jumped him as soon as he got out. And they're all kind of stuck in the same body. Same body with three heads.
If I may,
Yes.
they've been biorecombinated.
Yeah, boo. Oh,
Yeah.
Sick.
Dunk.
what was that
Son.
from? Dead Space?
I think Dead Space, yeah.
Probably.
Yeah,
Because-
that makes sense.
Because it was, I don't know, was it Dead Space? I don't remember, but it was,
That was
a
Parasite
term
Eve.
that,
It could be.
oh.
No, that was
might be.
mitochondria, powerful as a cell. That was
We had a lot of good words.
Yeah. we did.
Biorecombinate. You used it like 15 times that episode.
I know, it's good.
I use it every day.
You're welcome.
You get back to the past, you're all stuck in the same body, and Purple Tentacle shows up, well, the day before. He's like, I've gone to all kinds of time periods and brought Purple Tentacles back, and he's got an army of Purple Tentacles from the future.
Makes sense.
And he sends some down to guard the Sludge-O-Matic, and then an old Purple Tentacle's like, I've finally made the Diminuator, which is from the future Purple Tentacles we're talking about making it. That's how they're going to get rid of humans.
Shrink
Shrink
ray.
them all.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's just a shrink ray. So he shrinks the three of them, and they run around, and basically he's chasing you throughout the house, trying to shrink you. Until you get into the basement, and there's all this tentacles standing there in front of it. They're like, oh, you can't get to the machine. So you use a bowling ball and bowl over all the tentacles.
So dumb.
It's just amazing how that's what you do to get past them all.
Yeah.
It's a point-and-click game. I mean,
You're right. No, you're right. I should, yeah. Yeah, you're right.
so there are a whole bunch of things happen here where the Purple Tentacle keeps shrinking you and keeps turning the machine back on if you try and turn it off. And stuff like that. And eventually you have to trick him into shooting Dr. Fred, who's hanging upside down. So it bounces off his reflective thing on his head and shrinks the Purple Tentacle.
Boom. And then you just step on it.
Then you step on him and you shut the machine off. And then he can't get his poison from that day.
So, honest question. Why? I just have in here that the Purple Tentacle out of nowhere is like, I'm going to make a shrink ray.
Well, that was his future. The future Purple Tentacle talks about it, how he wants to kill all humans and makes them a shrink ray.
Yeah, because humans are larger and not squishy like tentacles, so they have to do something.
Okay, so
I
the point of the shrink ray was to fight the humans.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, got it. Because I missed that part, and I was like, why'd this come out of nowhere? He's really into shrink rays.
Yeah, there's a couple
Alright.
times in the future where he's talking about it, his plans to make a shrink ray diminuator.
Gotcha.
But anyway, you eventually shut it off and save the world from the Purple Tentacles. And Dr. Fred's like, you three are just all stuck in the same clothes. You're not one more thing. And then you kind of like pull yourselves out.
Yeah.
That was unbelievable. Unbelievable how dumb that was.
Well, you step on the Purple Tentacle and you mail him to Siberia. You missed that part.
Oh, yeah. So he's still around, I guess.
Yeah, but all of the other ones disappear from that time anyway. So
Well, because he never got the flippers. It kind of never happened.
yeah, it was a paradox.
I mean, the time travel parts of this game are not very consistent. So, anyway, that's it. That's Day of the Tentacle. Hope you enjoyed it.
So that's it. That's the game. We did it. We got through it. We're better people, I think.
I don't know.
Always.
Man.
Yeah, but there you go. We got through the game, and let's go ahead and move into our favorite segment, Final Thoughts.
How about we start with Poppascotch?
He seems like he has a lot to say.
I want to hear what he has to say without any influence.
I was going to say it's about time. It's been a minute since I went first, but I don't remember what I'm supposed to. There's
I got
questions,
you.
right? Oh, good.
Would you boot this up in DOS?
Okay.
Oh, we're going back to this?
We're doing this again.
The fans have spoken. I didn't get any emails that said anything about this.
They didn't say to not go back.
That's true.
All right, would you boot this up in DOS? Was the story gold or was it dross?
That's a word. That's definitely a
that's
word.
definitely a word.
And
And he used it correct, too.
how many stars out of 27 would you give this, boss? Would you give this,
Comma.
boss?
Yes.
Boss. Yeah, I got you. Wow. Yeah, this game. Wow. No, I knew going into this. I remember the remaster happening,
Yeah.
and I remember people being very excited about it, but I didn't know what it was. It's like for me, there's like franchises, there's games, there's things that come out that I missed back in the day, and they just didn't hit you. You don't know what it is. And a big one recently that did that exact same thing was like Grim Fandango.
Yeah. This
yeah,
point
Like
people
play.
that
love
got
that.
re-released, and
Good
everyone's
game,
like,
too.
"Oh, you gotta check it out." And I'm like, I don't remember this game at all. But anyway, that happened here. I remember hearing about Maniac Mansion back in the day, and I remember it's a great title. It's a great title. Didn't know anything about it. Didn't even know it was point and click. Didn't know anything about Day of the Tentacle. But man, it is a classic point and click adventure.
It's very
But the
beloved.
story, I mean, it's very beloved, but man, let's just get through the story. It's not good. Like it's wild, and it's very much in the wheelhouse of point and click, but watching this does not make me want to play the game. It actually makes me a little mad. Not at the game or the things that unraveled during the game, but like that whole, it starts with like getting a piece of apple and ends with you changing the fabric of space.
You just
and
don't like the
time.
genre.
No, how do you figure?
I know. I mean,
It's hard to figure out, especially before the internet.
Yeah. I mean, the
Yeah,
story's
that's
told
the
to
other
you,
thing.
but
Yeah.
because then you it's one of those things where you're sitting there for like 3 hours being like, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to figure this out. And then you find out that the thing you had in your inventory, the stick from the first level, is used to put into the cuckoo clock in order to make the key fall out.
Exactly.
In order to
wow,
unlock
yo,
the
dude,
storage
save it.
locker.
We're going to write it.
Yeah, it's just I'm not a big fan of that. So the video didn't make me want to play the game at all. Did the story work for me? I mean, it's insane. It's stupid. I shouldn't really, though, just because I don't understand the humor and I don't think it's funny. I don't think it's really fair to like really ding it on that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, fair enough.
Like there's stuff out there that people love that I just don't get.
Your dad
And
loved this.
That's
one.
okay.
He thought it was funny.
My dad was a big Day of the Tentacle fan, big time.
Dude, he won't shut up about it. That's why I stopped talking.
He
to
named
him.
me Hoagie.
Yeah, oh, yeah, you're not supposed to say our real names in here.
I fucking wish. Yeah, I'm gonna have to cut that out now because you said our real name.
Dude, that would... With your last name, that's perfect.
It is.
It really is.
Okay. Anyway, yeah, it was ridiculous. I didn't love it. I didn't jive with it. It wasn't my cup of tea, just in any way, shape, or form. I like point and clicks just fine, but not the classic style ones. Like more of the new era, like what was the game we
Like Telltale
talked-
games?
Maze. Like the Telltale games or Maze, which was similar.
Oh yeah, Maze was fucking banging.
But it was just like it was first
It always
person.
comes
Anyway,
back to Maze when we're talking about games.
Yeah.
it really does.
That's
We
probably
had
the
no
game
idea
we've talked
how.
about re-referenced the most.
I know.
I mean, this whole thing, it's just all of our doctoral theses. Like, and we're
Yeah,
coming back
yeah.
to every game is Maze. You know, like we're getting there. You listen to this long enough, we're gonna get there.
The Maze
So keep
cast.
listening every week. Okay, I'll stop talking. So final score, this is tough again because I don't get it. Like it's not my jam. That's okay. Like art can exist that I don't understand. I'm not gonna shit on it, but
But I will shit on it.
the moment the moment that really lost me is when the likeness for the previous game when you get a call from LucasArts Give me. Oh God, it was hard.
All
So I'm going to
The
give
legal
it
ramifications alone.
Yeah, I can't go too high or I'll get sued by LucasArts, which I don't think exists anymore.
I don't think so.
Does Disney own it?
Yeah, probably.
It's probably not called
It's probably an
LucasArts.
arm of Lucas Entertainment.
Doesn't matter. I'm gonna give it a 6.
All right.
All right, not bad.
I think there's some good stuff in there. All the future stuff was way too stupid. Like it just, like the human contest
Yeah.
is in the same game as coercing Ben Franklin to do his famous kite electricity thing. It's too all over the board. It's too crazy smattering for me to get behind. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna give it a 6.
All right.
Fair enough.
So, Sir Chump Slap.
Yeah, what's up?
Oh, we're doing this. Okay. I have some questions for you, sir, regarding the game we just talked about.
Oh, bring them on, man.
Do you, now that you watch the video of this, do you really want to point and click it?
Oh, I like this.
Oh.
Was the story good, or are you just sick of this shit?
Oh, all right.
What score do you think you'd drop down on this bit? Now, see, I always fuck up the third one.
No, that wasn't bad. That wasn't bad.
I mean, he's
Stop
done
beating
worse.
yourself up, man.
There's room for improvement.
You're all right.
There's
I
room
gave
for
you
improvement.
13 out of 27 stars for that one.
Yeah, you gave me. Yeah, you had a lot of gold the first one. I had to live up to that. It was hard. I took a swing. Didn't make it.
All right. Would I play this? No, I wouldn't, because I just watched the video about it, and it still doesn't
You
make
basically know
sense
how to
to me.
figure out all the puzzles.
Yeah, fair enough. I could figure it out. But how'd the story go? Well, I liked it. It was just plain, hey, this thing's going to take over the earth and we got to stop him. How are we going to do that? We're going to go back in time and stop him from being an evil genius. Okay, we fucked that up. Now let's fix that and do it again. All right, it's still fucked up, but we'll fix it. So that's pretty much the story.
There was this really weird moment, and even they recognized it and talked about it, when you actually got everyone back to the present.
Mm-hmm.
Then like, oh my God, thank God everyone's here. Anyway, back to the past, and where everyone's like, wait, what? It's like, yeah, that was the
they
whole,
forgot that they were.
that was the whole point of what we were doing here. This was all a sidetrack.
Yeah, exactly.
But you spent 80% of the game just getting back to the present. That's fun.
Yeah, the whole idea of the point and click of doing random shit, and it eventually helps somebody else in the past or present. You gotta send a fucking cigar. You gotta send this shit back through a toilet. It's funny, but you know, like Scotch said, kind of missed being with the humor. Kind of like watching Ace Ventura again.
Sure.
You know?
Sure.
It just doesn't work anymore. But I did think the story was okay. I liked the characters. Laverne's wacky. She was definitely on drugs, right? Or was she just weird like
I think
that?
she's just airheaded.
Something was going on. But she also was able to get it done, you know?
Yeah.
She was able to put it together and figure out how to coerce these tentacles, which are brilliant beings that run the universe, and also dumb enough to not understand what a human is.
Yeah, true.
She played that game.
But yeah, I don't know. All in all, it was okay story. Well, I wouldn't say it was great by any means, but not my cup of tea. But I will give it 1 point more than I gave Buffy. So I'm giving it a 7.
7, okay. That's a 7 and a 6. So how about man of the hour, guy who picked the game, Dr. Syintist. You do the first one there, Chump Slap. I'll do
All
the
right.
second one, then you do the third. That way I avoid the third fuck up.
Did watching this video make you want to
Orange.
use all the discs? So I'm sure there was more than one disc for this game.
I think it was on floppies at first.
Yeah, exactly.
Definitely more than one then. Did the story work for you, or was it a total miss?
Nice. And out of 27 stars,
What would I
does
give
this
this?
deserve a French kiss?
Yep, nailed it. Don't need to do
Doesn't make
anything
any
else.
sense, but I was going to say chef's kiss. French kiss.
I thought you were just gonna go with this. What would you give this?
Makes sense, too.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Does it make me want to play it? I mean, I played it back in the day when it was on DOS, and I played
I knew it.
the remaster.
This seems like something you would have played.
Did you actually figure out the nonsense of these puzzles, or did you get help somewhere? Like, tell me what we did before the internet.
Oh, you just figure it out. Trial and error.
You just keep playing it until you fucking
Yeah.
figure it out?
Because you only get like 2 items at a time, and you just...
Yeah, you just figure out which items you have and try and do that kind of stuff. People kind of give you hints on what you have to do as you're playing it.
And you can't hop between different time periods and different characters until you finish.
No, you can hop back and forth between them anytime, I think.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Well, then that makes it even more
stuck with
difficult.
them. But that kind of makes it harder because if you get stuck at
Yeah,
one
this
place,
seems
you don't know.
frustrating as shit.
Yeah, you don't know where you're being held up, which one of the 3
Yeah.
stories.
Exactly.
Oh, that'd be so frustrating. Anyway.
But did the story work for me? I mean, it's a perfect point and click story, I think. Just kind of you have a stupid
Perfect?
goal. No, okay, perfect. But you have a stupid goal and you have to do all these crazy things to do it. It's kind of aware of itself. It doesn't take itself too seriously.
It sure does not.
Not serious at all. Yeah.
But I mean, the story is basically just, hey, we have to go back a day and stop this tentacle from gaining superpowers.
It seems like the easiest thing in the world.
Yeah, and then kind of everything goes wrong, and 90% of the game has nothing to do with fixing that problem. But I mean, as far as stories go, it's not bad. For a point and click, it's good enough for me. I mean, it's no maze.
Exactly.
I'm going to give it, I have 9 stars written down. I'll still give it 9 stars. I think this
That sounds about right.
story's just about right for what it is. And
And you
I'm
got a little nostalgia, and you know the story better.
And I'm a fan of point and click games, unlike you two. So it's kind of...
Dude, I love maze. I have a maze tattoo.
I don't hate him. It was a thing that I missed, like it just didn't hit me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not for me. It's like you and fucking first-person shooters. I mean, I'll play
Exactly.
a good one, but
Yeah.
I'm not really into
Or
it.
Chell, man.
Exactly.
Like I was with that game since the beginning. It really hits a nostalgia spot that I
I
understand.
don't think there's a sports
does
game
not
I'd
hit
ever
everyone.
play. But
Well, you wait till you play Rugby 22, son.
wait till
Because,
NBA
oh,
Jam
boy,
2022 comes
I
out.
played the Arena League one. It was awesome.
It was awesome. Anyway, we give that a score of 22.
Where does that put us
Which
for
is-
this year?
Thanks for asking. That's 1 point better than Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Thank
Yes.
you. You're welcome.
So yeah, your 1 point better really made the difference. Really did.
It barely squeaked by it. Yeah.
Where that compares to last year, it's 2 points less than Breath of Fire.
Fuck
1
was that?
point more than Drakengard at 21, and 1 point more than the Suffering That Ties That Bind at 21.
I don't remember any of that.
So it's in the top 5 of this year.
Lot of 21s. It is still, as of right now, in the top 5 of this year. Yes,
Yeah, 21's about our average score.
Ooh, it's also in the bottom 5 of this year.
Oh,
that's true. It is. It's also
we're all
that.
tied at 1.
We're all tied at 1 for the top and bottom.
Nice.
All right. Well, if we have nothing else to say about this game that you guys want to talk about, let's go ahead and move into our favorite segment of every week, which is Dr. Syintist 90s album classic Lock OTW.
The 90s on 9.
Yeah.
Every week, we ask every week we ask Dr. Syintist for a 100% guaranteed amazing album from the 90s for him to remind us about, and he never disappoints us. So this week, Dr. Syintist, what do you got for us?
This album, it's a self-titled album, released on October 11th, 1994. And not only does it include bagpipes, but it also has the great lyric, Mary had a little lamb, his face was white as snow.
Green Jello.
Nope.
That's exactly.
Damn, really? Okay.
Oh, I thought
You
Chump
said
Slap-
self-titled. I just instantly thought of the rapper self-titled.
No.
Offspring?
Nope.
No, hold on. He said bagpipes.
Yeah.
So I thought Dropkick Murphys, but...
Corn?
It is Corn. You got it.
Ah, shit. If you would have said
2-1. Chump Slap still up for the year.
the Dodge Dart, it's slot 6.
Why would I say that?
It's like the secret song of that album.
I really needed that win. I didn't realize how bad I needed that win. I'm glad.
Yeah, I'm
Still be
keeping
in the
score
hunt.
on your guesses and see who gets them.
It's like, oh, what's with the business over the business?
I really thought Green Jello was it when you said Mary Had a Little Lamb.
Oh, no,
The
I
whole-
was singing Shoots and Ladders.
Yeah. Shit. Now I gotta listen to this album.
Good fake out. Respect.
Was good. But
Yeah, what are some of the jams from that album?
Oh, my favorite one is Ball Tongue, which is the second one. But
name
Forgot
the
about.
Blind is the first song. On the first
Blind,
one.
yeah.
Everybody knows that one.
classic.
There's
Yeah.
there's Clown was one where he talks about bullies.
I like that one.
Yeah, this is the third consecutive album where we're talking about angst and anger all the time.
Yeah, the 90s were angsty.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was That
But
was
yeah,
the whole grunge movement.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's weird because I listened to these beforehand just to remember more of it, and how many of the songs I still remember almost every word to, even though I never listened to the album that much.
Is this the one with the fucking secret track after the last time?
Yeah, the hidden track is called Michael and Jerry.
Michael and Jerry.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
it's
not ringing a bell.
the two people talking
Yeah.
about the car,
Yep.
the Dodge Dart.
I don't remember that at all, but
It's so good.
I think I got more into their. I don't want to say any future picks.
Yeah.
Well, no, I'm not going to pick the same album.
But he's
the
like,
same band
Jerry,
twice.
you're a hard woman to live with.
Yeah, so you can talk about future albums, so I'm not going to use the same band twice. But it was either what was the second album? Freak on a Leash? That was the song.
No. Freak on a Leash was third.
Following the leader.
Life is Peachy.
Life is
Follow the Leader?
Peachy.
Yeah. Follow the Leader was, I might have been in the 90s.
That was a
but I
Freak
don't
on the Leash album.
know. Yeah.
Man,
But yeah, this one is.
I don't know how I feel about the fact that I know so much about Korn.
Dude, you forget how much you know about
Dude,
90s
that first
music.
album was fucking awesome. So was the second
Yeah,
one.
that first album was awesome. I love Ball Tongue and Blind and Clown
Yeah.
Divine. A name I won't repeat on here.
Yeah, right.
Fake, that's a good one too. And Lies. Helmet in a Bush is really good.
Yeah.
It's a good album.
Yeah, it's a good album. Go and rock out to it this week until next week's pick.
Plus, that album cover was fucking creepy as shit.
Yeah, where it just has like the girl and the
On
guy.
a swing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was reading trivia on it to try and come up with trivia, and the only thing I come up with was fucking bagpipes. But someone said that the photo on the album cover, it has like a girl on a swing and the guy like
Just a
standing
big
there.
shadow, yeah.
But the K kind of makes it look like the girl's hanging there.
Oh,
Like
really?
she's hanged. Yeah, yeah. You have to look at it. Kind of-
That's a little
it's probably
stretch.
it's probably just a coincidence, but yeah, it's a good album. Go listen to it. Korn by Korn.
I'm bringing up a picture of it right now. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, it kind of does a little bit, but
Yeah, I think that's
It's
a
a little
stretch,
bit of
but
a
it's still a
stretch.
creepy cover.
Yeah.
it is creepy. No one's saying it's not creepy.
Yeah,
$5 on Amazon right now. Anyway,
What's the vinyl?
the vinyl. Ooh,
That album.
35 bucks.
Yeah.
46 on Revolver. Fuck off with that.
I'll go check it out on Discogs.
Anyway, so that takes us to our favorite segment of every week, which is Sir Chump Slaps. Who would win in a fight?
Ding, ding, ding.
Round one.
Fight.
Every week, we ask Chump Slap three who would win in a fight questions, one including the game we just talked about, one including gaming in general, and one being history. This week, for your first question, Sir Chump Slap, we're
Right.
talking about the game.
Bring it.
The fight is Jed versus Zed. Who wins?
The twins?
Yeah.
The twins. The
Left-handed,
most
right-handed.
even fight.
Right-handed guy wins. Hands
Right-handed?
down.
You think?
Yeah,
Because of the
lefties
hook
are
factor?
fucking slow.
Lefties are weird, man.
If you're-
Southpaws? There aren't many successful southpaw boxers.
Yeah,
I'll tell you
exactly.
Good luck using scissors. Jerk.
that. Yeah, you showed him.
Yeah.
Let him have it. Anyway, all right, fine. The right-handed one. So for the history of gaming, I've got a heavyweight bout here for you.
Oh.
Old school versus new school.
Mm-hmm.
Laura Croft versus Alloy from...
Ooh, Aloy.
Yeah,
Aloy?
actually, they call her Aloy, but it's spelled Alloy, ain't it?
I think there's only one L.
It has something to do with metal. From the...
Alloy has two
why
L's
can't-
and Aloy has
Not in the future.
Horizon.
Shut
Zero
up.
Dawn.
Horizon...
Nobody asked you, scientist. Is my fucking
He asked what he couldn't remember what game it was.
Horizon.
That's true.
Yeah, Zero Dawn. I'd probably go with Laura Croft.
Interesting.
I mean, if Aloy didn't have any beasts with her or help at all, so what does she have? A bow and arrow
yeah.
with explosives. Laura's got fucking weapons. She can have a fucking rocket launcher if she wants.
But I mean,
She
Laura
ever have
Croft
her-
that fights dinosaurs, but Aloy beats robot dinosaurs.
Yeah, dinosaurs
That's
are
true.
more dangerous because they're not programmed.
All right.
Well, I guess the dinosaurs Aloy finds are naturally occurring.
Yeah.
Right.
Spoiler alert from when we do that game.
It's a good game.
It is. It's way too long.
It is, yeah.
It is
really
fucking
we want to
super
spend,
long. Yeah.
Until we want to spend hours watching the thing.
Yeah, when I'm retired, we'll do it.
All
But
right.
no, I'd have to say Laura Croft because she's got how many people does Aloy kill? She kill a lot of people.
Yeah, you fight a lot of people, regular people.
But she's only got a bow and arrow, dude. I'm saying fucking firepower.
Oh, for the firepower, it goes to Laura Croft.
Yeah. Even though that bow is pretty fucking sick.
You're going Laura Croft.
I'm going Laura Croft
All
because
right.
Laura Croft
All
could
right.
probably have a fucking rocket launcher, C4 and shit.
That's the thing too. Like Aloy.
Just whatever.
Loy. She has the cunning. She has the battle. She might win in that. But Laura Croft has money to throw at whatever problem really.
Yeah, exactly.
So she probably does have a rocket launcher. All right, there you go. Laura Croft, right-handed twin. Last one from history. Who would win the fight? Tesla or Edison?
Tesla. Hands down. That crazy fuck.
That's true. Edison just notably worked at the patent office and just stole whatever came in.
Yeah, he probably had friends, though, who could help him kill Tesla and make it look like he won. You know what I mean?
That's a good point. Like he has an entourage
Yeah.
because he has more money.
Everyone hated Tesla, from what I understand.
I imagine Tesla was the Elon Musk of his time. That just
Ooh, you
had
better
money.
not. You fucking take that back. Tesla was a decent human. He was just trying to do stuff.
He was just a weirdo.
I ain't
Plus,
taking
he
Everyone's like,
came up
"Ooh."
with the shit. Elon Musk just pays scientists to do it.
That's a good
You
point.
know what I mean? Tesla was inventing.
Elon Musk is like Steve Jobs. He didn't actually.
Hey, you
invent
better
shit.
take
He
that
said,
back.
Oh, come on. He's like, I want a smartphone. The engineer's like, I don't know how to make that happen. He goes, well, figure it out.
Yeah,
and then that was that.
exactly.
And he's great at marketing. Fuck that guy. Anyway,
Yeah, whichever one was. Yeah, I think Edison's closer to Elon Musk, so fuck him. He loses.
all right, Tesla. So you got the right-handed twin, which let's just say is Jed, Laura Croft, and then Nikola Tesla.
Yep.
Let's say somebody had some really strong opinions on how amazing Thomas Edison was and how he wasn't a complete piece of shit. Where would they send that email to, Sir Chump Slap?
Well, send that to plottytime@gmail.com. And you bring up fucking Elon Musk, I probably won't respond.
Unless you attach some Ethereum to that so we can go buy some NFTs. Am I right, guys?
Fuck yeah, man.
You can
Add
pay
it
us
to my
for our
NFT
attention.
collection.
Sweet, because they're not a scam. They're not a scam. Just keep telling ourselves that. Let's say somebody had some really cool insider NFT deal and tips that they wanted to send us on the socials. How would you get those, Dr. Scientist?
At Plottytime on Instagram, Twitter, or you can stop by our subreddit and talk to us there. I'm sure someone will see it.
Oh, everyone loves that
Absolutely.
NFT shit.
Yeah.
Tell us all about the NFTs and how environmentally shitty they are. And then you can go to YouTube. You can like and subscribe us there. That really helps us out.
Booyah.
And the subreddit, go to plottytime.com, buy some shit. That Durfer hoodie is definitely up there now. I didn't forget to do
finally
it.
up. Nice.
I didn't forget to do it last week. If you were wondering, it's up now. You can go buy one.
Go tell Spotify to pay us more than Joe Rogan because we're better.
Absolutely, we're better people.
They listen.
Yeah.
They
And
do-
we
they
won't
do.
we
They
won't give you
should.
vaccine misinformation either.
We won't say shit about it.
That's true. So that does it for us. Get out there, play some video games. Don't trust Dr. Scientist, and we'll talk to you next time.
Peace.
Peace.
Peace.